Coach, thanks again. Overall thoughts on first competition weekend?
I was very pleased with where we are after the first weekend. It's always great to see what these guys can do with 4 weeks of training to get up and racing, and I was very happy with where we are. I knew we were going to be sloppy in a lot of our races, but that we have the season to clean that up and everything. But it's just overall great energy and ready to continue to get faster.
The swimmers that went to Florida Gulf Coast, they face some top competition. What does that achieve or help them moving forward this season?
I was glad that we were able to really go to that meet because we were going to go against Big Ten teams and SEC teams with South Carolina and really bump up the competition that way and a higher level of swimming. So there we go down and get that racing in against that quality of opponents. And we can just continue to build upon that. We had some great races, but we still have a lot of ways, a lot of room to improve to catch up to those guys.
The majority of your team returns this year. What does that mean for a team?
With the returners, they bring experience, and they bring experience from the past to help mentor the younger swimmers coming up, and also just with the older swimmers, they're going to be stronger. They're going to be better trained, and having that mindset of continuing to get faster, in the pool and on the boards, and so that's I think the big thing is experience.
You have a strong incoming class as well as some transfers. How do you envision them contributing at this point?
Yeah, we're expecting them to contribute right away. In order for us to be the best team that we can be, we need the freshmen and transfers to come in and be able to contribute. And it was great to see that this past weekend with them being on relays, individual events, scoring high in the events, and that stuff. So it was really good for them to have that first competition and continue to get better here as we go forward.
Looking ahead to MAC Champs, which is a while away, but how's your team building upon last year's finishes?
Yeah, I think last year's finishes, what they've done is take that experience, work really well over the summer. We had probably our best summer ever in terms of training, competition, fast times. And one of the results of that was this past weekend of many of them are several seconds ahead of where they were last year at this time in their events, and it just, that summer of training lets them to build upon and just get into shape a lot quicker to get into the training that we need to do in order to keep getting better, and so I think that's what we're building off of last year of we had, on the women's side is the most points we ever scored, but we're not satisfied with that. On the guys' side, we have a lot more improvement to do on, and I think we saw that over the summer, and they're continuing using that to fuel the fire to continue to get better.